Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas, huge gamer multi-stand for better health, but even the multi-stand has his favorites, and y'all know me, Dreamcatcher is finally back, even if not in the usual lineup, with a lot of things to talk about. We are going to be checking out the highlight medley for Dreamcatcher's first official subunit, UAU, UAU and I, with their first mini album playlist. Yeah, first of all, this one it is a little bit broken inside because I dropped it at one point, but well, like, you know, it has, you can barely see it, it's cracked, whatever, but we can light a little bit again. Yeah, Dreamcatcher has been going through a lot in the past few months, or even though have they really, it's more a bit of a wave of change, because as most of you should know by now, yeah, Dami, Gahyun and Handong have not renewed their contracts with Dreamcatcher Company. They're obviously still a part of Dreamcatcher and they will continue to be a part of Dreamcatcher going forward, but individually as artists they are now on their own. Handong has opened their own studio. They're out to do things on their own, leaving the four other members behind, including the three of them that we're seeing here, Jiu, Suga, and Yuyeon, who now, like mentioned, make their debut as a subunit UAU. Yeah, time, remember, yeah, they've done those special groups together as well, and now we actually have them here as an official unit. Yeah, this comes at a really good time for me because life has been pretty damn bad at the moment. Yeah, I lost my pet at the end of April. Generally just haven't been feeling too well. I got diagnosed with asthma a couple of months ago and whatnot, so yeah, life has just been a little bit pretty down in the past few months, and just 2025 in general, so I need more Dreamcatcher in my life. Yeah, we can never get enough Dreamcatcher, and yeah, I'm super excited for this subunit debut. 3 incredible voices. Super excited, and it's just especially special because when I think about those days after he passed, after my bunny died after 13 years, Dreamcatcher's music was there for me. Okay, it was always my pet, and Dreamcatcher's music, or just music in general, so for them to be able to give me strength in those very difficult times for me, I appreciate them a lot, you know. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the highlight medley for playlist UAU. Sacrifice. I ain't got wine, but very different set piece. It's like a live medley. Nice vibe, by the way.
Look at us now, we've come this far. Can you tell me? Don't know goodbyes. From time to time, I realize
like, it's also 6 minutes.
we're a mirror man, though we can be hoping something else.
I also saw we have 2 titles.
The time is upside down. Can you try to stay around by me? Send me the right move.
Oh, this is such a very groovy, chill direction. What a long teaser section! Oh wow! Always. Oh, so wait, is this fully English? Just not realized? Wow, that was a super long highlight medley portion. This is a title track, or one of the 2.
Let me like your vibe, 'cause I wanna 아직 우리 sign in the middle. 좀 더 wait till dawn. Okay.
Whoa, this is such a tropical summer anthem vibe.
Some more. So tell me emotion. Trap it.
You're that's a glass, but
We're in the dimension. Then here we go.
No way they're gonna spoil the chorus for the title, right? Interesting, because the verses were such bright, summery, tropical, and this is more like grittier EDM. They're spoiling the entire chorus? Wow, should I be listening to this already if we want to react to the album? Wow, this is so untypical though. It's very different to Dreamcatcher title tracks. Like this chorus? Can you just say, by the way, show the Yui on? Again, I love the super casual visual, by the way, for the highlight medley. Something very different. The instrumentals have been very that was nice. They have been rather again, I'm super shocked at how long these portions are, because usually they used to be like 2 minutes if anything, right? Style made is now at 6. But yeah, the instrumentals feel a bit easier, if that makes sense. Simpler. One more. Oh, this is very different-esque. Very classical influence, yet very upbeat and dancey. This sounds super different. And reminds me a bit of Black or White and... Oh, that sax. Oh, this now actually goes more a bit into a more jazzy dance direction. Oh, but that saxophone is so sweet. Oh god, what's the other song? It was one of the more recent ones, not Some Love. What's the song name? Or one of the more recent albums. Hold on a second, I'm getting to it, I'm getting to it. I think it was from the same album as Some Love. Again though, this is... It's good that this feels different, because we're talking about a subunit, yeah, which is not Dreamcatcher, right? Like, obviously this is Dreamcatcher UAU, but like... Yeah, Dreamcatcher is 7. And I'm actually kind of happy that this feels very different in many ways. Already for a highlight medley, because instead of the usual highlight medley we're used to, it's a much longer one, which is interesting, you know, that the subunit with less members has a highlight medley that is much longer than the ones with the full group. But just also the entire way this was done here. The entire way this highlight medley was pulled up, basically just him sitting there looking pretty, drinking wine for 6 minutes, which is all you need sometimes, right? But yeah, again, what was the song name? I think it was actually from... What was that super bouncy fun track? Or was it on the one with a rising? Not Fairy, I'm actually so confused. Which song am I talking about? Oh no, I think it was Together! Together from the second album, which we have banged well, right? Yeah. There. Yeah, it took me so long to arrange all that stuff, man. And this is usually down there too, but for the video we put it up. I think it was Together, which I meant the R&B bit of Together. But yeah, this feels very different. Obviously also a little bit less budget, sure, but like I don't even mind that. Again, this is a cool set piece, it's really, really fun. Sonically speaking, the sound direction is definitely also different because I did not hear a single rock element. Wow. Yeah. Dreamcatcher, before that, obviously Dreamcatcher in my opinion is one of my favorite, or like is one of my favorite games because they've done so many different genres and aren't afraid to try new things, but yet still kept that core rock direction from start to finish for every comeback in somewhere one or another, entire tracks especially. Here that is not the case at all. Neither of the 4 songs had anything to do with rock. If anything, it goes more into a more pop dance direction, or like dance pop, just with some different genres. Like mentioned, 2 Months had a bit of a tropical flavor, then Attitude went a bit heavier, but like mentioned, no rock. Good Luck, like mentioned, was super like jazzy with classical influence in the instrumental, especially the verse picture, while the first song was just generally nice, upbeat, dancey. Okay, all songs sound good, but also just in like their entire production and just the way they're built, it definitely feels a little bit, it feels different. It's similar producers, Olander is still there and everything, but like you can, in my opinion, tell a clear difference between the Dreamcatcher sound and direction and composing and arrangement and for UAU, which is good and interesting. Yeah, obviously, like mentioned, we've already heard a big amount of portions here, and while there's not necessarily a song so far from those 4 that like immediately has me super hooked or like insanely, you know, like oh my god, I'm gonna be listening to this song 200 times or like more, like it's often been the case with some Dreamcatcher songs. Yeah, there's been so many times where I listen to Lullaby and I'm like, yep, that is gonna be the one. Yeah, for the recent ones at least, because the older ones, remember, I'm dwindling in nostalgia. I remember 2021 we went through all Dreamcatcher songs for weeks and whatnot, without highlight medleys or anything, so it was always like I click play on the song and it's completely blind. It was such a great time. And then we went on to check out the highlight medleys for the newer comebacks, and there are some songs where you hear those few seconds and you're like, I know I'm gonna love it. Always the case with Ballads, was the case with Starlight, was the case with Whistle, with Rising, you know, so I don't have that here this time around. So far, all 4 songs sound good, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the song is gonna sound and feel like. But especially now, maybe it's actually because of that. I feel like if you've only given me a teaser portion with that now like 20 seconds, and I wouldn't know a lot yet, then maybe I would have been even more intrigued or more excited, because I just don't know how the whole thing's going to feel or sound like. Giving me like the first half of the song basically for each song, and basically giving me a very clear direction of what it's going to be like, might dwindle the excitement a little bit, or like the intrigue a little bit, because I now already know, okay, sounds good, sounds great, though just not as special as some other songs, you know. Obviously, I'm super excited either way. I'm very interested in the music video. I'm definitely gonna be reacting to the whole EP when it releases next week. This was a very different highlight medley, and yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. How am I making a longer reaction to a highlight medley than I do with some real music videos? It's a Dreamcatcher effect, y'all. But yeah, this shall be it with my reaction to the highlight medley for Playlist by Dreamcatcher UAU. I enjoyed it a lot, and you guys enjoyed my reaction. Plus that, if you did, leave a link down below to show me what you did, your thoughts on the song music video, no, not music video, ultimately, down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then gladly leave a sub as well. It would help me a lot. Yeah, like mentioned, next week Dreamcatcher we'll be checking this out. Also as mentioned earlier, because of my pet, I'm currently having a GoFundMe going on because of all the expenses that came with that. If you maybe want to support me, then gladly do that. And other than that, I will see you all guys for some other content soon, or next week with the Dreamcatcher UAU debut.